What if the secret to achieving more isn't working harder, but resting smarter? We're often told to push through, to hustle, but what if slowing down is the true shortcut to success and sustained well-being? In a world that glorifies constant motion, we're missing a critical piece of the puzzle. You're feeling constantly drained, overwhelmed, and like you're always playing catch up. You're not alone. This video challenges everything you think you know about productivity. It isn't about doing nothing. It's about leveraging the profound, often misunderstood power of intentional rest to recharge your life and reclaim your inner peace. The relentless pace. Why we're all burnt out. Let's diagnose the sickness of our time. We live in the era of the always-on culture. We are bombarded by hustle porn and the glorification of busyness. We wear exhaustion like a badge of honor, as if a depleted spirit is a sign of a worthy life. But this is a profound illusion. It is the worship of motion over meaning. The invisible toll of this relentless pace is a war of attrition waged against your own soul. It's not just stress and anxiety. It's the slow hollowing out of your creativity, your presence, and your ability to think deeply. Constant output without deliberate input leads to a spiritual drought. I learned this not from a book, but from experience. There was a time when I too believed the lie. I pushed, I ground, I sacrificed sleep for deadlines, believing I was building something, but I was actually just burning the furniture to keep the house warm. The moment of clarity came on a quiet Arkansas evening, much like this one. The silence of the world outside was deafening compared to the frantic noise in my own head, and I realized the hidden cost of non-stop productivity wasn't just fatigue. It was the loss of myself. The science of doing nothing. What happens when you rest to defy the cult of busy? You must first understand the sacred wisdom of rest. This isn't just philosophy. It's grounded in hard science. When you are doing nothing, your brain is doing some of its most important work. Neuroscientists call this the default mode network. Think of it as your mind's internal workshop. When the conscious problem-solving part of your brain finally goes quiet, this network fires up, consolidating memories, connecting disparate ideas, and solving problems in the background. That aha moment you have in the shower? That is the fruit of intentional rest. It's the silence between the notes that creates the music. Physiologically, our bodies operate on two systems: the sympathetic, our fight or flight mode, and the parasympathetic, our rest and digest mode. Modern life has our sympathetic system perpetually engaged. We live in a state of chronic, low-grade emergency. Intentional rest is the biological command to stand down. It lowers cortisol, balances hormones, and allows your body to actually repair and recover. Look to the masters of any craft. The elite athlete knows recovery is as crucial as training. The great artist understands the need for fallow periods. The wise executive schedules time to think. The Stoics knew the archer must unstring his bow to maintain its power. Rest is not weakness. It is the strategic preservation of your strength beyond sleep. Types of intentional rest you need today. While sleep is the non-negotiable foundation, it is not the only form of rest we desperately need. True restoration is a holistic practice. First, there is active rest. This is not about collapsing on the couch. It is about engaging in restorative activities that fill your cup. A walk in nature, losing yourself in a creative hobby like painting or playing an instrument, or simply engaging in mindful movement. As Alan Watts would say, this is the act of play. It's an activity done for its own sake, not for a productive outcome, and it is profoundly rejuvenating for the human spirit. Second, there is passive rest. This is the art of true, deep relaxation. Meditation, non-sleep deep rest protocols, or simply sitting in a quiet room and letting your mind drift without an agenda. This practice teaches you to observe your thoughts without being swept away by them, a foundational skill for emotional regulation and inner peace. Finally, and perhaps most crucial in 2025, there is the digital detox. Our minds were not designed to process the fire hose of information, outrage, and comparison that comes from our screens. Unplugging is not an indulgence. It is a necessity. It is the modern equivalent of the ancient practice of seeking silence and solitude to hear one's own soul again. Practical strategies for weaving rest into your day. Understanding this is one thing, living it is another. Start with the micro-rest technique. You don't need to book a week-long retreat. Weave 5-minute pauses into your day. Between meetings, step away from your desk. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Look out the window and just observe. These small, deliberate punctuations in the frantic prose of your day can fundamentally change your mental state. Next, schedule your rest with the same seriousness you schedule your meetings. Block out time in your calendar for downtime or think time. Defend that time ferociously. This is a strategic act of rebellion against the always on culture. It is a declaration that your well being is a non negotiable priority. Finally, create a rest ritual. Habits are powerful. Design a simple ritual that signals to your body and mind that it's time to transition from work to recharge. It could be lighting a candle, changing your clothes, or playing a specific piece of music. This creates a clear, sacred boundary that prevents the residue of your work from contaminating your period of restoration. The unlocked potential, how intentional rest transforms your life. This practice is not about what you lose in productivity. It's about what you gain in every other area of your life. Intentional rest is the fertile ground from which enhanced creativity and innovation spring. A clear, rested mind sees new patterns and connects old ideas in novel ways. Your best thinking will not happen when you are forcing it. It will emerge when you allow it. You will see improved relationships and emotional resilience. A rested person is a present person. You can listen more deeply. You have more patience. You respond to challenges with clarity instead of reacting with stress. You become a calmer, more stable presence for everyone around you. Ultimately, this is the path to sustainable success. The hustle culture leads to a short, bright flame followed by burnout. Intentional rest allows you to build a fire that can burn brightly for a lifetime. You will achieve more, not less, because you are operating from a place of fullness, not depletion. You will not only reach your destination, but you will also enjoy the journey. The world will demand all of you. It is your sacred duty to hold some of yourself back. Your rest is not empty time, it is where you become full.